What is it? What are we doing? What are we doing? You're a mess. Look at this mess. Ugh. Rub my head. Rub my head, you idiot. Where's his fur? That's what he's looking for. He's looking for fur. There it is. Get it. This is the best. He is such a silly thing. It's like my fur. I wish it. He'll chase laser pointers for a minute, but boy, he'll chase his fur all day long. All day long. Good Tuesday morning, everyone. Good morning to everyone just stopping for the first 5-6 seconds in for the video to figure out what day it is. It's Tuesday. Roku stasis came through again for me because I was having problems with the with this portafilter. Oh, by the way, this does come out. I found that out the other day because I was able to get it out. So this basket does come out, which is actually the basket within a basket. The seam there is for a reason and not just for design purposes. But with this portafilter, this pressurized one, they said they watched someone with an AeroPress funnel. I don't know if AeroPresses still come with funnels. I know that since the new person took over CEO duties, they've cut back on a lot of freebies that come with the AeroPress. I know they get a lot less paper. That's one option. I don't know if they come with a funnel or not, but this came with the one that I bought, five years ago? This funnel, at the very least, gives you a stable place to put this thing so it's level, so you're not up here trying to figure it out this way. Level, solid, and then you press. I played with some coffee yesterday, and the results are fantastic. So if you have something similar to this with a nice wide base and a hole right there, this will do you good. And if you have this AeroPress funnel, boom. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Rogostasis, for your help. It's awesome. Just started that. What do we got? Did you find it? You found it, didn't you, bud? Yeah. Yeah, you did. All right, so I've been playing with this roaming goat. Tasting notes, shortbread, hazelnut cocoa. It is a medium roast. It is espresso. And these are roasted in Hilliard, Ohio. I made my first milk drink yesterday. It was just milk heated up on the stove, frothed with my little frother, and then just poured over espresso, and it was tasty. Milk is nice. I like milk. Pasteurized milk, great. And frothed, heated up, very sweet and very delicious. So I've been playing with this. Like I said, espresso blend, medium roast, and then I found this Lucky Brothers, which we can also kind of try to dial in a little bit for funsies, especially if I hit this out of the park on the first try. It wasn't doing too bad. I've gone down to 16 grams. And then I kind of fiddled with this. Because it's a medium roast, the grind setting is different. Light roasts are, to me, this is my interpretation, are a little bit denser because they've not been roasted the hell out of. Medium roasts are a little bit more hollow because they've been roasted a little bit longer, a little bit darker, and then of course dark roast. It's like crushing ash in your fingertips. It's been roasted the hell out of. When you throw them on the floor, they shatter. If you throw a light roasted bean on the floor, it'll bounce a little bit. But if you throw a dark bean on, it'll shatter. So roast levels also affect. Good morning, lady. affect the way you kind of grind the coffee. So what I've got here is I've got a medium roast. Both of these are medium roasts. Both of these are Central Ohio roasts. This one, of course, said from Hilliard. This one is Grandview. Luck Bros Coffee, whole bean. This is Chaos Theory. Vintage, and that's 90s, because I grabbed another bag to look to make sure that that stamp was 90s. So vintage 90s espresso. Color me fascinated. I didn't. Guess what, guys? The 90s is now vintage. Oh boy, the 90s is now vintage. My high school and college years, which are smack dab right in the middle of the 90s, 91 through 95, high school, 95 through 99, college. So right there, man, I was right there. With medium roasts, you can hot start, but you don't have to. Like I said, because they're a little bit easier to grind. And you also, what I found out, because I started down where the light roast was, I couldn't press anything through. It was leaking, the water was kind of sputtering and leaking out the sides because of this thing, because it was ground too fine. So the espresso ground too fine in a light roast kind of setting. So I've kind of moved it up here. We'll see what this does. I also, on Friday, did a nice full clean and purge of all the burrs. I took everything apart, cleaned everything out to the best of my ability. It's like sand, it gets everywhere. So, it's not always an exact science cleaning out these more expensive grinders. I mean, it's still hand-holdy. It gives you numbers and ticks and a way to purge all of the stuff out. But, it's a little bit more grown up, for lack of a better term. All right, let's get all that in there. See, even that's really powdery and fine, isn't it? And this is 16 grams. And then watch this. So I'm going to use it with the new, and we'll get into that in just a second, but with the new tamper that should arrive any day now, this should work just fine with this portafilter. Actually, I think it might work just fine with the other portafilter, the bottomless one. There you go. Nice and tamped. Cool. Also, with this, I'm not preheating anything. Preheating is good. It helps. But since I've started doing this, it seems like I always get one, oh shit, I didn't do that right. So basically, I'm preheating the damn thing anyway with my oopsie-daisies. So that's perfectly fine. Nice. So yeah, I checked on the shipment of my new portafilter and tamper from Rock, and DHL says they're handing it off to the USPS someday, and they even have a USPS tracking number. And the USPS tracking number says someday we'll get this package and we'll have it en route to you. I thought that I saw it in a city close by, but then the DHL tracking changed, and it's only ever shown it's only ever shown the area where it left from. So I don't know. I don't know. I would like for it to get here. If it's not here by Wednesday, I'll probably have to contact some customer service somewhere to try to figure out what can be done. All right, here we go. Well, I didn't start a timer, but I don't think I need to. Boy, that looks really nice. Oh, man. So, and we can get pressure up and get it up to about to 7 here. $16 grams in means it would be nice if I could get at least 32 grams out. A little splish splash there. I'd be happy, I guess, with 30. I'll live with what I can get. But we'll let it go just a little bit longer until there's a little bit more in between drips here. Oh, we're gonna get 32. Boom. I like the way that looks. Look at that. Wow. That's nice. That's a nice shot. I like that. I don't know how long it took. Didn't take too long. It wasn't too short, I don't think. I was very happy with the pressure. Like I said, this thing, in the conventions of watching someone do espresso in a machine, steam-powered boiler machine, is completely different than this. This is all by hand. It's all just being done. There's no boiling of the water. There's no I'm building the pressure. I'm pushing it through. So it just seems like those conventions are just a little bit different. Well, if not a little bit different, extraordinarily different. So, and like I said last week, I've really not seen anyone consistently make anything with this. Now, I've seen people do it with the robot. Now, there are a lot more reviews of the robot out there, and I should probably watch that to see, you know, times and, you know, approximations for this thing. Yeah, and that personal taste, I think that tastes really nice. It's sweet. I mean, these are tasting notes, and it's like I'm just trying to find them, but sometimes it's just really hard for me to grasp where these notes are or where they're coming from. It tastes really good to me. It tastes sweet, like I said. I don't really feel any hazelnuts, personally, but definitely definitely because there's a little bit of a bitter kind of cocoa-y kind of hit to it. And then I don't know about shortbread. I mean, that could be anything, couldn't it? Could be the water that they used. I don't know. Marvelous. Delicious. Looked great. I was incredibly happy with that. That was great. And it's funny because I'll watch Instagram videos, and it's always fascinating to watch people make coffee on Instagram, because it's like there's just so much, you know, there's just so much going on in an Instagram video coffee making thing, you know? They're making the espresso. They've got all these beautiful shots of the espresso coming out of the portafilter, being ground, going in, and then they'll be fancy and they'll add syrups, or they'll do the foam, and it's like your coffee's cooling over there, which, you know, bugs me, because espresso cold to me is not great. Maybe people like it, but you know, the fact that they're heating up the milk, though, and with a steam wand, that's the one thing I do kind of wish I was able to get. I know that what Flair does a steam wand that uses the stovetop as a you know, it's like just like a big it's like a kettle. It's like a big kettle, but there's pressure built. It's almost like a maca pot, but like an extreme maca pot, where the pressure builds at the bottom, channels everything up, and then you just use the steam wand to heat everything up. And that would be a lot of fun. I think that is something that I would enjoy, but just the accessory is really expensive. That looks good. I'm happy with that. It's a nice, solid, even-ish. Came out great. I'm very happy with that. All right, now, you thought we were done. You were wrong. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna try this Lucky Brothers coffee. So I know how this tastes now. I've got a good shot out of it. It's really nice. If you see Roaming Goat where you shop for coffee, Highly recommend it. It'd be nice. Maybe tomorrow we'll go back to the Chemex. I'll grind this down into a Chemex and see how it does as a pour over. That might be nice. I would love to find the shortbread. I love shortbread. Rum and goat, great, delicious. I love it. All right, now we're going to do Lucky Brothers in as much the same way as I possibly can. I'm going to put a little grind through of the of this. This was interesting. This was at a coffee and pastry shop downtown. Oh gosh, I wish I could remember the name of it. It was next to the State House, downtown Columbus. There's like a peanut and candy shop. It's got a planter sign right there, and then just down from it was the coffee and donut place. Beautiful shop. Beautiful shop. People were incredibly nice in there, which, you shouldn't be surprised by, but very nice, very friendly, asked questions, got answers. I've been to a couple of coffee shops downtown, mainly on High Street, where they just, I don't want to say people aren't friendly, but I will say they're not as hospitable as I would wish that they were. I'm going to add a little bit of bean here to this in order to kind of get us purge a little bit of the other coffee out, so we don't get so much of that in here as we grind everything up. Lucky Bros coffee, whole bean. They had a couple variations of stuff, but I'm just like, ooh, you know what? I'm kind of espresso crazy right now. So why not do get another espresso blend. So vintage 90s espresso. Again, kids of my era, I'm sorry. I'm 48 years old. And I'm fine with it. I'm not mad about it. I'm not upset about it. I'm fine with it. And because in all honesty, it's not going away. Everything that we loved and enjoyed, Cyndi Lauper, Genesis, Phil Collins, Journey, Kiss was still doing music in the 90s, the Metallica. There's just so much that happened in the 90s, and, it's not going away. I don't mind it being called vintage. I'm old. I'm 48 years old. I'm old, and I'm happy. I'm happy, and that is what designates me away from the boomers. You know what I mean? I'm old, but I'm happy. I'm old, but I'm grateful. I was a latchkey kid back in the day. I'm not angry about it. I was fine with it. I'd come home from school. Both parents were working. Both parents needed to work, or at the very least felt like they needed to work. And, I don't have any problem with it. Honestly, I don't. There's no reason to. My brother and I grew up fairly decently. I'm happy. As far as I'm aware, he's happy. We all have problems, but that's just... We inherited a lot of problems from our parents. You can inherit hand problems, because my brother and I both have developed trouble gripping things or keeping a hold of things, just like my father has right now, So, no, that's hereditary, so. Oh, well. Physical things, But it's all right. We're doing well, and I feel pretty good. So, All right, let's see if the same setting is good for this Lucky Brothers coffee chaos theory. It might not be. We may have to go up a little bit. We may have to go down a little bit. Let's see what we can see. 30 seconds in. We're pressing. We got coffee coming out. Wow, it's such an interesting color, isn't it? We may have to go a little bit. We can go a little bit finer with this. We may not have to. I mean, you know, again, I'm in the back of my head, I'm doing the pressure thing from watching people put espresso through steam-powered machines, not person-powered machines. So maybe that is a good drawdown for this coffee. I don't know. We'll have to see how it tastes. That color's different. I think it's a little darker than the roaming goat. Smells a little different. Ooh, what am I getting there? Very nutty. And a different smell? Well, that's a toughie. Let's see if this is good. That tastes incredibly chocolatey. Like dark chocolate. Ooh, yeah, there's a, wow. That's like, I mean, with the cocoa, it's like I gotta find it, you know, on the roaming goat. With this, immediate chocolate vibes. This would be great in a milk drink. Chocolatey, sweet. Oh my gosh, what am I getting here? Caramel, chocolate, very, oh yeah, this is lovely. That would be wonderful in a milk drink. I almost want to try grinding a little bit finer. Just a touch finer and see if that does anything different. But that's like the best one so far. I mean, I got that right out of the park with that flavor, which is fan-damn-tastic and crazy at the same time. I love seeing forward progression and learning. You know what I mean? That's not something you always get. You don't always get. Sometimes you get hung up on certain things and you get frustrated. This has been trial and error, and it's been really good trial and error. I've gotten to the point now. There we go. Yeah, let's take that down. So that's what is that, an 18? That's a 15, 16, 17, 18. So that's 18. Let's take it down to a 16. A little bit of cracking there. See that big? That's where it channels. So you're kind of, that's kind of what you don't want. You want one like the first one I had. This is channeling right here, this crack, and that just makes it easier for the water to flow down and in. I didn't pack it tight enough. And that's not what you want. You definitely don't want that. You want a nice, even, packed bed at the very end of things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a blowy. There's still a little water in there. Here we go. So we'll do this one more time. I'm going to take it and wipe my mouth off. I'm going to take it and I'm going to take it down those 2 notches and we'll see what we can see. This is a little bit harder. Let's get it up to here and see what happens. Oh, great. Ooh, very nice. Cool. Sometimes you worry that the water's not going to come out because you're pressing. You have to press really hard and nothing has come out yet, and you're like, oh shit. We got some pretty good pressure here. Let's see if I can keep it there for a second. But that doesn't look as... we'll find out here in a second. I love how quickly the pressure decides to drop. It didn't do, I don't think I did what I really wanted it to. We're not gonna get up very high. I may have to go back to that other setting and press it a little bit better. And then that might be a lot better. Still a little pressure in the chamber there. It's pushing water out slowly. See, maybe we can get up to 32. It overheated. Sorry about that. Nothing's changed though. I did get 32 out of this though, which is really nice. So I stuck this thing in the freezer for about 5 to 10 seconds. I'm hoping that that's enough to get me through. It did get up to 32, which is nice. But I think I like it better at the, the 18, 17, 18, the 18 grind setting. This doesn't taste as chocolatey. Yeah, I don't think I like that as much. Okay, so tomorrow, if we do one of these, well, no, I'm gonna do a pour over tomorrow. We'll do a pour over tomorrow, and then Thursday we'll go for this again. But it's great to experiment, isn't it? It's so much fun. What a good time. That first one shocked me so much. The first one with the Lucky Brothers shocked me so much with how chocolatey it was. So we'll just go back. We'll go back to that 18 setting. I'll pack it a little bit better. And then we will play with it some more on Thursday. Tomorrow, like I said, we're gonna do a pour over. We'll do this, we'll take it down to coarse filter coffee, probably the top end of the filter coffee. And then we will, I don't know, will this thing, well, if I hot drop it in, I think this container can hold 50, maybe 40 to 50 grams of coffee. Let me check that real quick, why not? 108.5 grams, if anybody's interested into how heavy that cup is. Yeah, about 45 comfortably, probably. I can go up to 50, but 45 comfortably seems nice. Okay, so we can do that much coffee. We'll put that in there tomorrow. And we will explore the roaming goat a little bit more. And we'll do a nice, calm, collective pour over. Lucky Brothers Coffee, if you find that, founded in Grandview, Central Ohio coffee roasting company, Lucky Brothers, Chaos Theory. If you get it right in the espresso machine, very chocolatey, very caramel, and it's absolutely delicious. High recommendation, at least with my initial pull. The secondary pull was my fault for changing it so much. And lesson learned. I didn't push my shot down too much because you saw the cracking in the, we'll keep this out. You saw the cracking in the puck. Here there's cracking over here. I gotta get that, I really gotta get that correct size tamper. Aggravated. Just aggravating, you know, and it was said it was supposed to be here yesterday and then it wasn't. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Anyhow, thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate it. We'll get that rinsed out properly. And then we will dabba-dabba-do everything. Make sure we're all cleaned up for tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you, Rocco Stakus, again. This works perfectly for the pressurized portafilter to keep it center and steady while I am pressing the beans to death. It's great. Thank you so much for that, because I was trying to find a box of some kind, and you know, because it's so small, you know, even a bump up a millimeter in size can make the thing feel unstable on different things. So, oh well. We will talk to you tomorrow. I'm going to do a pour over the roaming goat, and we'll see how that goes. See you later. Bye.